What's a girl to do? So those of you who have been in class with me know that I'm not a good speech giver or even a presenter. So bear with me and I'll try to make it painless for you guys. Getting at least 7 hours of sleep at night is good for your health, believe me. I stand before you this evening in a gown that is a bit too long and a cap that doesn't fit all. However, 4 years ago, when I was a freshman, I was told I was in the running for valedictorian. And all I had to do was keep up my grades. My reaction? A shrug? A mental whatever? Being valedictorian or not wasn't going to keep me from graduating, going to college, and growing up. And now looking at all of you, you're going somewhere. You're moving out. So is being valedictorian something so important to stress about? I'm not bagging on this honor, and I'm not going to lie and say that it's been heartbreakingly difficult to get to where I am today. And I had to go through the entire alphabet to be here. But what I am going to say is that I took the trouble beforehand in clearing myself that neat little walk because I was not going to waste my time and walk around. All I had to do was walk up a few steps, simple, neat, easy. They say a straight path is a boring path, but honestly, there aren't any shortcuts to any place worth going, and you've got to make the best of it for yourself. I may not have worked as hard as others, because like I said before, I don't do A, B, C, D, and so on. I stuck with A and made the best of it. Do I regret it? Only when I'm filling out scholarship applications. Am I happy? You bet I am. But this is coming from a person with a touch of senioritis, so all I wanted to do was my best, for no other reason than just getting things done. This really goes a long way, believe me. I've done it for the past 4 years. I learned that the strongest skill should be nurtured is initiative, because you have to take charge of yourself, know when you need to do things, and manage your own time. Parents aren't always there to ask you what your project's due. And teachers will remind you, but they aren't going to do your project for you. Now, no speech is complete without at least one anecdote about school. So, here's mine. One day, in 6th grade, I peed my pants. Luckily, it was right after school. However, I didn't own up to it. Instead, I made up a story and stuck to it for the rest of my school grade career. Do you want to hear the excuse? I was in a water fight. I made it more believable by soaking part of my shirt. Now, was there any harm? No. But was that embarrassing? Definitely. So, what is there to learn in a girl peeing her pants in 6th grade? There are so many things, such as you should urinate when you need to. Don't drink so much water when you know you won't be able to get to a bathroom in time. Don't wear overalls. And even learn how to own it. It makes us consider the little things that can go wrong at any moment and forces us to choose to leave it or risk it. Learn what you can from each experience, no matter how small its significance. Who knows if some little tidbit of information can be useful in the future, like a wet cloth doesn't rip as easily. I realize that the introduction to this speech could be considered an anecdote, but let's pretend that it never happened. All of that having been said, I am especially happy to see that I recognize more than half of the senior class, although most of you are not in the light. I was actually worried that I was going to be talking to a whole bunch of strangers. What if I told you I had actually considered transferring to a Royal before coming to XLZ? on the Royal Transfer waiting list. So I ended up coming to SLZ anyway. And after the first year, I was like, what the hell did I want that transfer for? Am I right? Rebel Maroon is so much better than straight up Dawn Red. And now just for a bit of randomness, 43% of all statistics are worthless. And because of the 4 years that I have been here, literally meeting new people each year, I have to give my thanks to the teachers and faculty because they're the ones that help us understand the world, one long chapter at a time. To my family and all of our families, because you got to hand it to the rebels, we literally wouldn't be here if they hadn't put in some effort nearly 2 decades ago. So, rebels, spread your arms to embrace the world and find yourself possessing wings. Take a step to see the bridge you've begun building. Roll the dice to face the risk you must take to succeed. With all that said, there's just one more thing you can't forget. You lost the game. So, take a 30-minute nap at least once throughout the day, because you'll need it. Congratulations, Rebels of '09. Best wishes to all of you and all you choose to do.